Anybody will. I wonder if anybody else right
they're lining up
right before the.
We just pick them, right?
I told you about my homecoming for my first year teaching. That was the only slow tune we had.
Okay, Sonata.
Sonata.
Go for it. You three big horns.
This is AAB, right?
AAB.
Not too slow.
Start one, and then if you say, what do we want to do? What would be easier to stop? Scared someone leave?
I think send in the
What?
Clowns.
What?
I think send in the clouds.
Okay, send in the clowns? Okay. You have that kind of humor.
I do.
Not involved in this decision.
You are not. Your result, sir.
This might turn bad.
Okay.
It's a tribute.
Have the pomp and stomp in nearby so that we can get it. I kind of thought this is what I had. Okay?
Not too slow.
Gary?
I'll be playing E flat for the next few minutes.
Rushing a little.
scherzo and lead. Okay. That.
Just the first movement.
We still good? Getting close? We're getting close. So what do we need to do? What's shorter?
Well, how about Band of
Go.
Brothers?
You want it?
Yeah.
We're good.
Okay. Go, pump,
We're on the pump?
pump.
Yep. Remember, back to 1. Okay.
Always back to 1.
Here we go. 1. Set. 1, 2.
Good morning and welcome to Purdue University Northwest. Will those who are able please stand for the singing of the national anthem? Chancellor Keon, the convocation of Purdue University's Northwest 9th Commencement is assembled. Would everyone please be seated?
Good morning. It's my pleasure to welcome you to this commencement exercise, the culmination of Purdue University Northwest student success, and indeed one of the proudest days in the lives of the graduates and their families. For today's commencement, some of you have traveled across town, others from across the world, as well as many locations between. Today is a day of celebration and recognition, a day of applauding achievement, a day of proud reflection, and perhaps even shedding a tear or two of joy. And of course, this is the day that our graduates receive their cherished diplomas. Candidates, I applaud you on your hard work, determination, and sacrifice. Parents, grandparents, other family members, and friends, I also applaud your hard work, determination, and sacrifice. Graduation is not only a celebration exclusive to those with a diploma. Before we continue this ceremony, I invite our graduate candidates to offer their helpful, thankful applause for the support they received from family, friends, and others who in various ways helped make today possible. Graduates, you have noticed some of our graduates are wearing a gold stole with the emblem of the 5 armed service branches, signifying they are veterans of the U.S. Armed Forces. We would be honored if all veterans and all servicemen and women present would stand so that we may all recognize you. A sincere thank you for your service. My lone instruction of the day is to ask that all in attendance be respectful when we read the names of each candidate so that each of you will be able to hear the name of your graduate. Thank you so much for doing so. Several individuals whose leadership is vital to Purdue University Northwest are seated on the platform. Inasmuch as they will not be introduced later, I want to take this opportunity to introduce them to you now. As I do, I will ask them to stand and remain standing. I also will ask you to recognize them after we have completed the list. Chair of Faculty Senate and Grand Marshal, Dr. Kim Sipes. Vice Chancellor for Finance and Administration, Mr. Stephen Turner. Interim Executive Associate Vice Chancellor for Enrollment Management, Ms. Elizabeth Babcock Depew. Vice Chancellor for Institutional Advancement and Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, Chief of Staff, Dr. Lisa Goodnight. Dean of Students and the presenter of our candidates today, Dr. Colin Feuer, and assisting with diplomas will be Ms. Sandra Steele and Ms. Jennifer Williams. Outstanding dedicated faculty serve the students of Purdue University Northwest. Through teaching, research, and engagement, our faculty enrich learning and further student success. For that, I invite the members of our hardworking faculty to stand and be recognized with your applause. Faculty? It's truly a pleasure today to introduce our guest speaker, Tom Dermody, Mayor of the City of LaPorte of Indiana. As our guest speaker this morning, Tom was born and raised in LaPorte, Indiana, graduating from LaPorte High School and then Purdue University. He was the owner of 7 OKs and helped to found the nonprofit We Connect. Tom served on the LaPorte Community School Board, is a member of Rotary and as an avid supporter of the LaPorte Slicers. For those of you from not LaPorte, that's a mascot for the high school. In 2006, Tom was elected to the Indiana House of Representatives, representing District 20. He went on to serve 5 terms until retiring in 2016. In 2019, Tom was elected to his first term as mayor of the city of LaPorte. His stated goals are growth of the city's tax base, improve every aspect of quality of life in the community, and create an atmosphere that is attractive to economic development. As mayor, he represents LaPorte on the Legislative Committee to Accelerate Indiana Municipalities and the Executive Committee of the Northern Indiana Planning Commission. Mayor Dermody is married to Jackie, and they have 2 children, Katie, a graduate of PNW, and Ben. Please join me in welcoming Tom Dermody to the podium.
Thank you. It truly is an honor to be here today. This is such a special day in each of your lives. Cherish this, enjoy it, because you have earned it. As much work as you've put in, you could not have made it happen without your families, their patience, encouragement, support, and perhaps most importantly, their money. Thank you, parents, grandparents, or anyone else that has helped you get to this point. You may never understand or appreciate all that they have done until you are sitting in their seats watching your own children walk across the stage on graduation day. Let's give them one more round of applause. Now, parents, be warned, and I am speaking from experience. Your graduates may return home to live with you for a short period of time. Just when you began to enjoy being an empty nester and not having to worry about food in the house, cooking meals, doing laundry, losing control of the TV remote, and having to watch Housewives of Beverly Hills over ESPN, the children that you love may come home and disrupt your world. It can be tough, but I encourage just to smile and try to enjoy the ride. Now, I might be just kidding, maybe. Today, I'd like to share 3 tips that help me navigate the real world. Let's call them Tom's Toolbox for Life. Point number 1, embrace and seize every day. There are only 2 things employers can't teach in training. The first is initiative, and the second is positive attitude. Your outlook on work and on life in general is everything. When I was your age, I thought I was invincible. I was a former college athlete, making good money in the corporate world, and having the opportunity to travel, while most importantly, living on my own. However, at the age of 25, everything changed. I was diagnosed with testicular cancer. One day, I was playing basketball with 2 friends. 2 days later, I was prepping for surgery and mentally preparing to deal with chemotherapy. I lost 20 pounds in my first 2 weeks, lost all my hair, and was told that I had a 70% chance of survival, and if I do survive, I may not be able to have children. When before I was maybe taking life for granted, I was now waking up every day realizing I had to fight for a life that was pretty good. All the little things that were frustrating before really were now not so difficult to manage. Life can change in an instant. It's up to you to live life to the fullest and make the most of it. We only have 24 hours in a day and only 7 days a week. Don't waste it. Point number 2, leaders seek solutions. At some point in your life, you will face an overwhelming challenge. Anyone can sit on the sidelines, be a critic, and attack and judge those that are trying to make change and improve lives. While success will not be guaranteed, be willing to take a risk, put yourself out there, and jump into the game of life with both feet. One of my favorite quoted speeches came from former President Theodore Roosevelt in 1910. I'd like to share this short speech with you. It's called "The Man in the Arena." It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds? who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who never knew victory nor defeat. Amazing words to live by. In a political climate like the one we're living in today, it's far too easy and even tempting to hitch your wagon to one side, to one party, to one way of thinking. The world does not need more followers. It needs leaders to clear a new path. People who are not afraid to break the rules. Find a cause you care about and be the change. Don't wait for someone else to lead the charge. Lead the charge yourself and work with others along the way, especially those whose views may differ from yours. During my 10 years in the Indiana legislature, I was proud to serve as the Republican Public Policy Chairman, dealing with the most controversial issues: abortion, gaming, alcohol, and guns. I had the opportunity to build a great working relationship with the Democrat chair of the committee, Phil Giaquinta, who is now the minority leader of the House of Representatives in the Indiana General Assembly. While we rarely agreed on issues, especially the most controversial ones, we recognized the importance of putting politics aside, finding common ground on divisive issues, and were able to work together for the best interest of Hoosiers. And this is the current problem with the far left and the far right of Congress. They do nothing but blame the other side and are unwilling to work together to improve the life of people they represent. Don't follow their example. You will learn more working with people whose beliefs differ from your own. Together, you can make a difference for the right reasons and set a new standard for those after you to follow. Point number 3, invest in your relationships with people. My wife and I spent much of our career acquiring struggling companies with a goal of reviving and growing these businesses for the future. We did this by investing in our people. Had we not cared for our employees, made them a priority, treated them as our family, we would have never grown from the initial 9 that stuck it out to well over 80 employees. Make people a priority. Learn about your roommates, your friends, your family. Say hello to coworkers, even strangers. A simple good morning or asking how their day's been can make a world of difference. Don't be afraid of small talk. Small talk can lead to big talk. Pick up the phone and call. Relationships were not made over emails, texting, and social media. They're built by making a real connection and getting to know the person. In my business on a weekly basis, I made a commitment to learn from other successful owners and how they grew their business. I called them success calls. I found business owners by scouring Inc. magazine, Fortune magazine, and the Wall Street Journal and would make contact. Many would ignore the call and never call me back. In fact, I'm going on 9 years now waiting for a call back from Elon Musk. One simple success call led to an owner from Ohio to show interest in what we manufactured, and led to our company being purchased 1 year later by a publicly traded company whose annual sales were over $1 billion. One simple call can change lives of many forever. Each of you are fortunate to be sitting where you are right now. There are others who would gladly trade places with you. Never forget that. Do what you can to pay it forward by making a difference in someone else's life. In closing, I leave you with a paragraph from a friend of mine who is now author and shared his story and journey with dealing with a rare, incurable cancer. He stated, "Whether you realize it, you impact every room you walk into, every conversation you engage, and every person you encounter. That impact will leave a positive or negative imprint. There is no neutral. When you choose to bring positive energy, your positive energy becomes contagious and lifts the people around you. Light always shines through darkness. Hope always finds an eager ear, and a positive attitude will always put good into the world. There is always light somewhere. The light just might be you." God bless each of you. I wish you the best in your future endeavors, and thank you very much.
I had the pleasure of meeting Mayor Dermody for the first time about 10 years ago. I was in his office begging for a new building, and he said to me, well, we just built a new building in Northwest Indiana, the one we sit in today. But he said, keep at it, and, I'll do what I can. And 2 years later, I found myself sitting in his office again. Again, he was very positive, but mentioned to me that West Lafayette had some priorities that maybe we wouldn't get a new building. Finally, 2 years later, now 6 years, and an opportunity to sit in his office again. And this time he said, you've worked really hard at this, and if there's anything I can do, I will make sure it happens for you. And Representative Dermody at the time and others from Northwest Indiana helped us get a new building. So I will tell you that he lives the message that he sent to you. Would you please join me in appreciation of Tom Dermody again? For the introduction of academic degrees, I now invite Dr. Libby Pelter, representing the Purdue Northwest faculty, to the podium.
Thank you, Chancellor. The conferral of academic degrees is a critical responsibility. The accomplishment which signifies that degree recipients have successfully completed a sufficiently rigorous and enlightening curriculum of courses that provides appropriate preparation to assume roles of contribution, responsibility, and leadership that advance our society. The faculty of Purdue University Northwest has evaluated the academic accomplishments of the candidates presented here today and concluded that pending the completion of any final outstanding requirements, each of these candidates meets the criteria for receiving a Purdue University degree. Based on that conclusion, the faculty recommends to the trustees of Purdue University that appropriate degrees be conferred. We have assembled here to celebrate that conferral. Congratulations.
Dr. Joy Colwell, Director of Graduate Studies, will present the candidates for the master's degree.
Will the candidates for the master's degree please stand? Chancellor. These students have successfully fulfilled the requirements for the master's degree. Each wears a hood, recognizing his or her academic discipline and symbolizing the completion of that advanced degree. With the approval of the faculty, they are now presented to receive their degrees.
We are honored that Trustee Malcolm DeGryga, on behalf of the trustees for Purdue University, is here today to confer degrees. Trustee DeGryga, please join me at the podium.
Candidates, this is one of the greatest privileges that I get to have as a trustee of the university. Observing the respected custom of institutions of higher learning and exercising the authority of the trustees of Purdue University, legally vested by the people of the state of Indiana, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I now confer upon you who have fulfilled the requirements the master's degree, with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. I also solemnly place upon you those obligations which you must henceforth assume as a holder of a master's degree. As evidence of your ability to fulfill the requirements and obligations of this degree, you will now receive your diploma. Congratulations.
Will Candidate Marshal Miss Mary Rose Sikinski please escort the candidates for master's degrees forward to receive their diplomas? And as the candidates make their way to the stage, please note that they will be crossing in a random order. Trevor Cieslak. Matthew Zipko. Bailey McGrath. Yasmin Suleiman. Arian Tetseg Sanbaleg. Rebecca Sendejas. Liliana Andarcia. Africa Powell. Peyton Gilmore. Harinder Sidhu. Angelica Talita Benavides Freitas. Kawar Khan. David Costa. David Richter. Holly Markovich. Nolan Belt. Rowena Witt. Teresa Cummings. Cameron Ferry. Renee Twardowski. Michael Hassenfang. Salvador Robles. Derek Obinger. John Estrada. Miriam Changaluisa Tuapenta. Yanan Song. Yunyang Kai. Nikolay Lesiv. Christopher Ladon. Yu-Chen Lee. Wei Guo. Srilata Sheshangoni. Vitalis Anisuba. Omoho Omorador. Christina Tuazon. Matthew Virus. Carly Van Antruve. Sophia Nemet Mohammed. Zain Ahmad. Saurabh Dantala. Gnanendra Reddy. Huma Afrin. Harika Lakaram. Army Quinn. Yunting Tai. Mustafa Al-Sada. Pooja Jurel. Sandeep Bhatti.
Congratulations, master's degree graduates.
Dr. Chris Holford, Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, will now recognize distinguished undergraduate students.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my joy and privilege to provide special recognition to those individuals receiving baccalaureate degrees who have demonstrated outstanding scholastic achievement. The commencement booklet contains a statement of the basis upon which the status of distinction and highest distinction is determined. Candidates wearing black and gold cords symbolize this achievement. I invite the degree candidates who are graduating with highest distinction to stand and remain standing. I also invite the degree candidates who are graduating with distinction to stand and remain standing. On behalf of the trustees of Purdue University and the faculty of Purdue University Northwest, I congratulate you on your outstanding academic records. May you continue to be motivated by excellence and high standards in your quest to make a positive contribution throughout your life. I invite the candidates to be seated. I now introduce Dean of the Honors College, Dr. Jonathan Schwartz, who will recognize the candidates of the Honors College.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to recognize the candidates from the Honors College. I invite the Honors College candidates to please stand and remain standing. Provost Holford, these students have fulfilled the graduation requirements of the Honors College, including completion of the academic curriculum and related coursework, substantive research in their areas of discipline, service engagement with the local community, and leadership experience across a range of diverse areas. These students have received and are wearing the Honors College medallions on gold and black ribbons. Please join me in congratulating these candidates. I invite the Honors College candidates to be seated.
At this time, I'm pleased to facilitate recognition of those individuals who have been qualified to receive the Purdue University Northwest Chancellor's Medallion. The Chancellor's Medallion is presented to the graduating students who have achieved the highest grade point average within each of the academic colleges of Purdue University Northwest. We would like to present each of these candidates or these graduates to you at this time. I now invite Leon Ka of the College of Business to please come to the stage with his mother, Evelyn. I also invite Leon's family members to stand and share in this recognition. I invite the honoree and guests to be seated. I now invite Michael Skorup of the College of Business to please come to the stage with his father, Gerald. I also invite Michael's family members to stand and share in this recognition. Congratulations. Congratulations. I invite the honoree and the guests to be seated. I now invite Arjun Agrawal of the College of Engineering and Sciences to please come to the stage with his father, Sanjay. I also invite Arjun's family members to stand and share in this recognition. I now invite Joe Lumpkin of the College of Technology to come to the stage with his wife, Anastasia. I also invite Joe's family members to stand and share in this recognition. Ladies and gentlemen, I now introduce Dean Lawrence Hamer to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Business.
I am pleased and proud to present the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees in the College of Business. I invite the candidates to stand and remain standing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now introduce Interim Dean Dietmar Rempfer to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Engineering and Sciences.
I am pleased and proud to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the great College of Engineering and Sciences. Please stand and remain standing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now introduce Dean Niaz Latif to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Technology.
I am pleased and proud to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Technology. I invite the candidates to stand and remain standing.
Chancellor Keon, these students have successfully fulfilled the requirements of the undergraduate curricula in their respective colleges. Having gained approval for graduation by each of the college's faculties, I now present them to you to award their degrees.
Trustee DeKruiger, would you please join me at the podium?
As I said to the master's degree students, this is a great honor as a trustee. We look forward to each group each year having accomplished what you have accomplished. Observing the respected custom of institutions of higher learning and exercising the authority of the trustees of Purdue University, legally invested by the people of the state of Indiana, and acting on behalf of the faculty of this institution, I now confer upon you who have fulfilled the requirements the appropriate baccalaureate degree and all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. I also solemnly place upon you those obligations which you must henceforth assume as holders of this degree. As evidence of your ability to fulfill the requirements and obligations of this degree, you will now receive your diploma.
Will each college marshal now escort the baccalaureate degree candidates forward to receive their diplomas? As the candidates make their way to the stage, please note they will be crossing in random order. Graduates, please be seated until your row is called.
The graduates of the College of Business, escorted by Candidate Marshal Mr. Anthony Sindone. Bedoy Alakel. Leon Ka. Michael Skorup. Sarah Hushangi. Bailey Nilsson. Lewis Kennedy. Ethan Grove. Samuel Carpenter. Caleb Reese. Samantha Abbasi. Nicholas Hammond. Haley Chapoulis. Devin Homans. Grace Mercado. Brian Cervantes. Drew Kennedy. Jonah Christ. Timothy Sorensen. Mallory Marquis. Stephanie Schwartz. Raina McKissick. Stacy Kimmons. Madison Torin. Rachel Deck. Sholey. Caleb Sholey. Subiha Sefer. Jesse Graham. Brendan Crawford. Leslie Ramirez Tapia. Lindsay Martin. Ryan Fiegel. Tony Annette Stokes. Marisa Rimpala. Nicole Zagarina. Levi Sasek. Allison Snyder. Liana Burink. Eric Nelson. Gabrielle Rickard. Taylor Rudnick. Christina Zuby. Adam Gasbero. Alex Hernandez. Megan Rogers. Samantha Janis. Matthew Choder. Jemiah Billups. Darlene Chenault. Jacob Watterson. Paige Siddiqui. Jason Christopher Bodner. Jacob Carbonera. Adam Joseph. Brittany Chevrette. Briona Wachadla. Kristen Toth. Aaliyah Colon. Casey Carey. Andrew Sankaratna. Rachel Edwards. Adrian Alicea. Kelsey Anderson. Hannah Casillas. Ann Rossman. Jordan Desiderio. Ariana Trinidad. Julian Ramirez. Jeffrey Pena. Leanne Ashby. Fernando Nicolas Toro Guzman. Olivia Grosh. Jessica Wazek. Courtney Bell. Hunter Olson. George Theodore. Elias Hashem. Ulena Schaefer. Wafa Ali Nasra Al-Rahim. The graduates of the College of Engineering and Sciences, escorted by Candidate Marshal Mr. Patrick Lesser. Arjun Agrawal. Eddie Behar. Angelica Longoria-Zellers. Christian Campos. Kenneth Guernsey. Summer Sobchak. Seth Sheptok. Kai Heron. Jeremy Gans. Jacob Lamore. David Johnson. Rosalinda Velasquez. Ashay Patel. Natalie Evelyn Seidel. Jonathan Watkins. Mackenzie Marcinek. Danka Chuchuts. Ryan Harker. Kelly Regan. George Durinci. Michelle Harem. Robert Regan. Zhizha Kai. Lauren Graves. Angela Josephine Perez. Freddie Romo. Ethan Goodman. Diego Gonzalez. Austin Tabor. Juan Martinez. Infinity Patton. Juan Quintana. Natanan Watanasirachot. Kelly DeMichael. Christopher Dunnigan. Catherine Hall. Nathaniel Rilio. Catherine Lucia. Rashonda Rogers. Sabrina Stanley. Yulia Yanes Pereira. Rachel Wilcox. Neil Thompson. Amanda Zach. Amina Jokes. Addison Doctor. Ulia Munoz. Ellery Pazanin. Jacob Garcia. Yu Chen Hung. Chen Yu Cho. Nick McManaman. Adam Miskis. Leanne Herrera. Daniela Roa. Carrie Borkowski. Jada Edwards. Travis Black. Amanda Bartlett. Jared Benson.
Jen.
Paige Jen. Jacob Abimbade. Mariana Garcia. Musa Sayad. Rahaf Saad. The graduates of the College of Technology, escorted by Candidate Marshal Miss Amy Bishop. Joe Lumpkin. Edward Vavrick. Tammy Merrill. Connor Daly. Damon Thomas. Joshua Smith. Delson Oliveira. Jonathan William Corey. Michael Miller. Arnold Sanchez. Jacob Pelkey. Cameron Jacobs. Francisco Arteaga. Saul Jaquez. Moises Diaz. Jasmine Walden. Deanna McPartlin. Alex Luis Gutierrez Perez. Angel Magallanes. Dara Hutchison. Jacob Scaringa. Jonathan Pliego. Nenad Vasiljevic. Jennifer Rogers. John Samardek. Tiwan Lindsay. Carlos Lopez. Nelson Novales. Hussein Ali Al-Salem. Abdul Mohammed. Damien loves his mom, Murchison. Rosalinda Maria de Luna.
To signify the completion of your degree requirements and receipt of your diploma, I now invite all graduates to move the tassels on their mortarboards to the left side. Congratulations, you are now Purdue Northwest graduates! To officially welcome you to the Purdue Northwest Alumni Contingents of Thousands, I invite Miss Ashley Giordamos, Executive Director of Purdue Northwest Alumni Community, to the podium.
Congratulations to the newest Purdue University Northwest alumni. I am honored to be the first to welcome you into the P&W alumni community. I myself am a very proud 2008 Purdue Northwest graduate from the School of Hospitality and Tourism Management. Where are my pineapples? Come on. Purdue University Northwest is an institution built on legacy. In fact, this class has the distinction of graduating during our 575 celebration year, honoring 5 years of Purdue Northwest and 75 years of our legacy institutions. A P&W legacy family is a family with multiple Purdue Northwest graduates. Those who have had a sibling, parent, grandparent, or spouse who have graduated from P&W or one of its legacy campuses. Just a few moments ago, I finally became part of the P&W legacy family when my brother Matthew Choder graduated from the College of Business. Stand up, Matthew. I love you, bud. There are many other graduates and guests sitting here today that are also part of the Purdue Northwest legacy families. If you have a family member who graduated from P&W too, please stand up. I know your families are so proud. Now, whether you are part of a legacy family yet or not, you need to know that you are all part of a network of over 67,000 alumni. So my advice for you is to stay connected. Stay connected to your classmates, professors, and other P&W community members who you have met during your time as a student. Shoot a quick email to your favorite professor to check in or let them know of the new project that you're working on. Encourage your company to recruit from PNW. Find fellow alumni on LinkedIn. Keep up with what is happening here on campus and in our alumni community. Your network is strong. Stay engaged in it. You are each part of the legacy of PNW. Now, class of 2021, go out there and continue writing your story and paving the way for future Purdue Northwest students. I am so proud to call you fellow alumni. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ashley. Ladies and gentlemen, Oriana White, Student Government President, will now respond to the graduates on behalf of all Purdue Northwest students.
It is only after you've stepped outside your comfort zone that you begin to grow, change, and transform, said American author Roy T. Bennett. To just breeze over this past year's events would be callous on my part. While I understand all that you feel you've lost as graduating students, let's focus instead on what you have in front of you. Look ahead to everything you have to look forward to. You are the graduating class of 2021. You studied for your exams, you worked long hours on your final projects, all while racing to beat the clock of the final deadline. You have worked hard for years to come to this moment, to this point in your lives. While this may not be exactly what you've pictured in your heads, this moment is not any different or any less special. You have worked hard and earned this. While change in any form is scary and can be intimidating, it's more difficult to cope with now because so much more has already changed. Do you start a career? Do you continue on with higher education? What is your next step? And now you have to answer these questions during a pandemic. However, you're PNW graduates. You're ready to make these decisions and embrace the changing world around you. You've been taught by your mentors and professors to prepare for the worst, but to hope for the best, to power onward. It's your time now to show what you're made of, to show your future selves what you as Purdue University Northwest alumni are capable of. Barack Obama has said, change will not come if we wait for some other person or if we wait for some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change we seek. You are in charge of how you choose to handle this crisis before you, and how you'll work around these new restrictions to find a better world and a better way of living. As a class of 2021, you can do the same to push past the fear of uncertainty and leave a blazing legacy in the wake of COVID-19. Nothing can stop you from reaching your goals and achieving your dreams except the fear of trying. While you may need to reimagine your path to your goals, you have your degrees in hand, your extensive network you've built during your time at PNW. Any goal you set for yourself is yours to achieve. I'm honored to congratulate the graduating class of 2021 of Purdue University Northwest. Congratulations to each and every one of you for making it to this momentous moment.
Thank you, Ariana. So graduates, we've now come to almost the close of our ceremony. I do want to talk to you just briefly about some of what you've heard already, but most importantly, we all want you to be very successful. It's not only important to you, but it's important to the university. We as a university are judged on the quality of our graduates. I know we have an immense number of quality graduates here among you. Now we want you to achieve and be successful. You've been told to stay attached. We would like you to do that. We want you to be part of the PNW family for the rest of your life. And finally, as mentioned by Ashley, try when you can to mentor PNW students, and most importantly, when you have the opportunity to hire PNW students. 1 out of every 36 jobs in Northwest Indiana is held by a graduate of PNW. Let's keep that up and let's make it bigger and better. Congratulations once again to the graduates of Purdue University Northwest class of 2021. I ask you to remain seated for the recessional of the platform party, the faculty members and graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, the 9th commencement exercise of Purdue University Northwest has concluded.